Today on the channel, I try to gain sight beyond sight with the Thundercats Super 7 Ultimate Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, Invisible Tygra.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today we've got something extra special, as we've got the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Invisible Tygra. But remember, for all your Invisible Tygra needs and a whole lot more, make sure you go to Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below, and I think they have a few of these left over. Of course, this was a pre-order, as all Super 7s are, but sometimes there is extra stock there, and the only place you're going to find this is Big Bad Toy Store. And once again, we're getting the most out of their molds. Makes a lot of sense, though. An Invisible Tygra does make sense to me, and it is pretty cool for the hardcore Thundercats collectors, the completionists out there. It's another little thing they can get. It isn't widely released, if you can call Super 7 widely released. You're not going to find this at Entertainment Earth. You're not going to find it, obviously, at Walmart, Targets, things like that. And we have seen Super 7 Ultimate Thundercats exclusives in the past. We will talk about that. And, of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews here on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We'll do a bunch of comparisons at the very end of this video. And this is one of those ones that kind of snuck up on me. I remember pre-ordering it, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's in stock. And here we are today at the table. And, of course, these do come with the plastic? How about cardboard? Cardboard mailer right there, always to protect the figures. I always like this with Super 7. My Super 7 packaging is getting out of control. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with all this. I hate throwing it away because it's so beautiful, but I'd rather take up my space with action figures than cardboard box and packaging, but who knows. See you later, off to the races there. Now we take a look at Thundercats Tygra in the package, and very similar Ultimate packaging style, but a little bit different, a little bit more bells and whistles for the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Got a little bit of a mirror finish on this one, which does look really, really good. Of course, classic Thundercats logo, Thundercats name down there, and then it shows Tygra Invisible Edition down here at the bottom, and of course nothing around there, but you do get Thundercats on the back like we've seen before. Does slip right off very easily, very smooth off to the side. Gentle. See you later. And then you get Tygra. Look at that. Something about that clear plastic looks really, really good. And you never know how these clear plastics, translucent figures are going to go. Sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're bad. Rarely are they in the middle. This one does look really good. So I was very pleased to see this for the first time with my eyes. Looks very, very nice in the package there. Of course, Thundercats there on the back. Got a little glamour shot of Tygra. We got a little blurb down low. I believe this is the same blurb from the regular edition Tygra. I could be wrong. It's been a while since we've done that on the channel. But it does say Tygra, Invisible. Tygra, Lion-O's counsel and trusted lieutenant, is the oldest Thundercat. Cool-headed and gifted with a scientific mind, he is master of the bolas. Oh, what a weapon. A whip-like weapon that can also make him invisible. He has the power to put convincing illusions into the minds of others. And what a tool that is, what a power move that is by old Tygra. Always enjoyed Tygra. He was one of my favorites as a kid, watching the Thundercats, of course. Very, very cool figure. Love that background there. Look at that mirror background. Top-notch packaging by Super 7. Love the packaging on this one. Very, very cool. Off to the side, once again, a gentle see you later. Then we get the old plastic prison. I'm going to take it offline and get this unboxed, but there he is in the plastic prison. Give me a second here. I'll get all these things out, and we'll be back talking all things invisibility. All right, we got the Invisible Tygra out of the package. Let's dive in, and let's start with the accessories. Let's start with the hands, as we usually do. He does have two gripping hands coming stock out of the package for him. And then from there, you do get more gripping hands, two more gripping hands. These are the side-to-side hinge, the vertical hinge, horizontal hinges. So you got both versions there. Choose your own hand adventure, as we always do say. And then you do got more cat-like hands here with kind of the claws out, going like this. Both clear hands, of course, all clear, looking really nice going there. Then you get down to the weapons here, the old bolas. You get them all tight together, compact, looking really nice, of course. You got the 3 balls on the end. Once again, translucent, clear plastic, looking very nice. Really like the looks of that. And then we get the big whip that's open. Of course, the plastic throughout. You got the 3 balls at the end looking really nice. You got the handle on the other end. Once again, all translucent. We're seeing a theme here, the invisibility there. So we do have that. And then we get another one here that's more of a kind of a wild one. It's more of a wild whip. And I don't believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we got this with the original version. Or it's been so long I can't remember because I have those accessories stored away. But you got a nice kind of gel-like, I don't even know what you call it. It's almost like a rubber band inside here. And then you got the handle on the end. And you can kind of whip this one around. Very interesting. I'm not sure exactly what you're going to do with this, as it's obviously not going to stay there. But it's very cool, very long. Not sure exactly. Maybe you get some, I don't know, you hold this up or something for figure photography. I'm not exactly sure. But it's a cool piece, but really not for me. I don't see a lot of use out of this one. And that could just be me here. But we get 3 different versions of his iconic weapon, which I think is pretty cool here. Everything's invisible. Now we get down to the figure. We do get an extra head, but first impressions of this figure is absolutely amazing. It really looks like an icicle hanging off your roof or something like that. I mean, it does look really frosty, invisible, translucent, looks really good. And like I said, we've seen many translucent figures over the years, some better than others. This is one of the best I've seen, and obviously it should be one of it. It's the newest translucent figure in my collection for sure, but constant learning, constant improvements, they should be able to make things better and better, and I think we're seeing a lot of that here with this Tygra. I love the clearness to it, and then you do got a little bit of a frosted white color around the Thundercats logo, some streaks in the hair, around the boots, on some of the stripes on his forearms, and that really does bring home the invisibility even more, as it gives a little different colorations there, so that does look really good. Just fabulous. I'm glad I pre-ordered this. I knew I was going to get it, but those that are on the fence, I think you will get some enjoyment out of this. It is very cool looking and definitely looks something different. Definitely going to be a drastic change on your Super 7 Thundercat shelf with something like this, as it looks way different than any of the other figures there. But let's walk through the articulation real fast, and we'll dive into the head. We'll do some comparisons, all the other stuff we usually do here on the channel. But the arms do go all the way around. He does got a bicep cut. Single jointed elbows. Hands, of course, removable back and forth. Looks really nice, and a lot of times we get invisible figures where the pins and the joints and stuff really stand out. It really takes away from the effect. Not so much in this case. You can see the holes and things a little bit, but it does look very nice. When you really look close, you can see some stuff, but very little. I mean, very nice. Almost looks like an ice cube with things in it is almost how it looks right here, this close in hand. Of course, you get the ab crunch, traditional one. You get the waist articulation. Head, of course, removable back and forth, side to side, up and down as well. You do get the Super 7 articulation in the legs. He can do a little bit of a Tygra split. Not a ton forward, not a ton backward. You do got kind of that diaper feeling there in the middle, but it, once again, is also clear and looks really good. You got a boot cut there, and then you get the ankles up and down, back and forth. But boy, oh boy, nice articulation, nice moves here, and just the pinless joints really bring it home for me. Like I've said in a lot of Super 7 Ultimate unboxings reviews, a lot of people give them flack for not having super articulation, which I always say I'm okay with that. I'm displaying them on a shelf, so I'm not playing with them. But if you're a figure photographer, that's your passion, or you like playing with the figures, I get that. I get wanting to have more articulation. But if you're somebody like me that just displays them, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather have the pinless joints, especially in a figure like this. The head looks really good. I was talking about that white, bringing the color out. You got some of that around the eyes as well, looking really nice. He's got the mean mugging teeth going there, showing the old teeth here. Got a beautiful hairdo, almost like a young Wolverine's hairdo is kind of what it reminds me of. But nice whimsical nature to it. All clear, once again, like I did say. But a really good head sculpt here. The second head sculpt, a more stoic, more friendly head sculpt, like he's just sitting here listening to somebody talk or something. This is the head I used on my first version of Tygra, so I'll probably use this mean mugging one on this one. Very different figures, obviously, but more points of difference, the better. I'll use them with different weapons. That's kind of different hands. Gonna make it as different as I possibly can, because at the end of the day, you strip it all back. It is a true repaint, as we do know. But looks very nice. Better than expected. You never know, like I said, how these translucent figures are going to go. They nailed this one. I would love to see more of this kind of stuff from Super 7. Very cool, and a very good idea for a repaint. How about a clear Mattel ringside stand? Will he fit on that? Just very fitting that I have a clear one to go here. And what do you know? What do you know? He fits like a glove, like he was made to be on here. Looks very, very good. Fits very, very good. Now, a little bit of comparison here. How about the Tygra? Like I said, Tygra, one of my all-time favorites from Thundercats world, universe, whatever we're going to call it. Looking really, really good. Very similar figures. It is a repaint, but a very cool way to go about doing a repaint here. So we got Tygra and Tygra right here. How about a little Lion-O? You stick him next to Lion-O as well. Can't beat old Lion-O. Of course, Lion-O and Tygra. A little uneasy relationship from time to time, I think. Good friends at the end, but a little jealousy maybe on Tygra's part, as we did see in the animated series back in the day. So we got that comparison. How about the last Big Bad Toy Store Super 7 Ultimates Thundercat exclusive? One that flew under a lot of people's radar back in the day. A very interesting figure. It is the glow-in-the-dark Mumra. Of course, Mumra before he transforms into the big giant Mumra. But it is another simple repaint, but very cool. And like I said, a lot of people slept on this one back in the day. I think this is worth a pretty penny at this time here. But very cool to get a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Mumra. Very cool to get a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Tygra. We do know there is going to be a Super 7 store exclusive of Jaga, so I did pre-order that one, but it'll be interesting to see if Big Bad Toy Store gets any more exclusives down the line here. We'll see what happens with that, but there's old Mumra, and then we're talking invisibility. You better have the NECA Invisible Man here. Him and Tygra could be quite the dream team, doing their invisible things together, spying on people, doing all kinds of stuff like that. But quite the murder's row here for the old comparison series. But I can't say it enough. I really like this Tygra, and this is really going to pop on the shelf. This is going to be one of those figures we always talk about on the channel. People walk by, they look at your shelves, they look at your collection, and there's certain figures that catch your eye. This Tygra, I think, is going to be an eye catcher. It's going to catch a lot of people's eyes. They're going to be like, whoa, that is really cool. I like the looks of that one. And they would be right, because it does look very cool, and I'm very pleased picking this up from, of course, Big Bad Toy Store. But what are your guys' thoughts? You pick up this Tygra? Did you play the long game? Did you pass? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. You might as well like the video. Give it the old thumbs up. Always helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as we got a lot of Thundercats unboxings to come here on the channel. We got the brand new toy version wave. Of course, we'll have the Thunder Tank, hopefully sooner rather than later. Come on, Super 7, let's get that one to me. But we got a lot of things Super 7, a lot of things Thundercats here to go on the channel, so make sure you do subscribe. You don't want to miss any of those, of course. And you can check out videos like this much earlier on than traditional YouTube on my Patreon channel. Link in the description below. Once again, you can get early access to videos, Q&As, bonus videos, giveaways, you name it. A lot going on over the old Patreon channel, and it is truly the best way to support the channel and all of its content. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget to hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Tygra and invisible people everywhere, I am Kyle. I will see you guys all real soon.